The Douglas C-74 Globemaster emerged from Pacific warfare realities during World War II. Pearl Harbor exposed America's critical need for long-range, heavy-lift capability across oceanic distances. Douglas Aircraft Company's Santa Monica division responded in early 1942 with an ambitious design pushing transport aviation boundaries. The C-74 project group expanded Douglas's DC-4 platform capabilities. Their no-frills philosophy created the Model 415, engineered to transport light tanks, twin 105mm howitzers with towing vehicles, angle bulldozers, and utility vehicles. The aircraft stretched 31 feet longer than the C-54 Skymaster, establishing new cargo capacity standards. The June 25, 1942 contract called for 50 aircraft plus one static test article costing over $50 million. Douglas skipped prototype phases, moving directly to production. The distinctive cockpit featured separate pilot and co-pilot canopies, later abandoned after crew complaints led to conventional retrofitting. Ben Odell Howard piloted the maiden flight on September 5, 1945, at Long Beach, weeks after VJ Day ended the war, necessitating the aircraft. The 79-minute flight showcased the world's largest production landplane, weighing 172,000 pounds maximum. 4 Pratt & Whitney R436-27 radial engines, later upgraded to 3,250 horsepower R436-49 variants, powered the aircraft. The Globemaster accommodated 125 fully equipped soldiers, 115 litter patients with medical attendants, or 48,150 pounds of cargo across 3,400 miles. Twin cargo hoists on rails facilitated loading, while a removable belly section eliminated specialized ground equipment requirements. War's end reduced military transport needs. The 50 aircraft order was canceled in January 1946 after only 14 Globemasters were completed. This cancellation killed civilian plans. Pan American had ordered 26 DC-7 passenger variants in 1944, but per-unit costs exceeding $1.4 million made the project unviable. The C-74 squadron activated September 5, 1946, at Memphis Municipal Airport under the 554th Army Air Force's base unit. Their mission included non-stop cargo flights between Fairfield-Suisun and Washington District of Columbia, accumulating 300 service hours and establishing loading procedures. Runway weight limitations forced relocation to Morrison Field, Florida, in October 1946. Despite limited numbers, 11 C-74s saw exceptional service with Air Transport Command, later Military Air Transport Service. Regular routes included the Panamanian, Brookley Air Force Base to Albrook Air Force Base, Panama, Puerto Rican, Brookley to Ramey Air Force Base, Hawaiian, Transcontinental to Hickam Air Force Base, and Jonathan, Alaska service. International routes connected Brookley with Morocco, Libya, Iceland, and England. A single Globemaster, 4265414, participated in Operation Vittles. Arriving at Rhine-Main Air Base on August 14, 1948, it first landed at Berlin's Gottow Airfield on August 17, delivering 20 tons of flour. Over 6 weeks, the crew flew 24 missions, delivering 1,234,000 pounds of supplies. On September 18, Air Force Day, the crew completed 6 round trips hauling 250,000 pounds of coal in 20 hours. When Tegel Airfield construction required oversized equipment, welding torches cut machinery into pieces at Rhine-Main for Berlin reassembly. Soviet complaints about bomber potential contributed to withdrawal after 6 weeks. Korean War operations from July to December 1950 saw Globemasters log over 7,000 flight hours. Between July 1950 and January 1951, they transported 2,486 patients, 550 passengers, and 128,000 pounds of cargo eastward from Hawaii, while hauling nearly 1 million pounds westward. The C-74s maintained perfect safety records, no crew or passenger injuries despite accumulating 6 million miles and 31,000 flight hours since 1946. Spare parts shortages and maintenance difficulties forced retirement planning by 1952. The fleet was placed in flyable storage at Brookley Air Force Base on November 1, 1955. Brigadier General George Cassidy piloted the final aircraft to Davis-Monthan Air Force Base on March 31, 1956. 4 Globemasters entered civilian service with Aeronaves de Panama operating cattle flights between Copenhagen and the Middle East. Aircraft 426544, Heracles, crashed near Marseille in October 1963, killing 6 aboard. Veterinarian James Herriot had documented its deteriorating condition months earlier, noting bald tires, worn instruments, and jammed loading hoist. Aircraft 4265-409 appeared in the 1969 film The Italian Job, before catching fire twice at Turin Airport in 1970, killing 2 salvage workers. The last surviving Globemaster, 4265-48, was dismantled at Milan in August 1972. Though produced in minimal quantities, the C-74 established crucial strategic airlift precedents. Its service experience directly influenced the Douglas C-124 Globemaster II development, which shared the C-74's wing design while incorporating a larger fuselage. The aircraft proved America's global power projection capability through heavy-lift aviation, setting foundations for modern strategic transport doctrine continuing today with aircraft like the C-17 Globemaster III.